everybody? Play Funk here. Hope all is well. Just want to take a little bit of time and get you guys caught up on the latest and greatest and what's been going on. Uh, those of you new to the channel, thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. I hope that I will bring you some information that will help you in your journey on this beautiful instrument that we call drums and percussion, and hopefully you'll get something from my videos. I try to give you guys information and not just be me, through my plan and all that stuff. So, but anyway, do me a favor, please like, subscribe to this channel, help open this channel up. We're trying to get more subscribers so I can bring you more content. It's a trade-off, and the more you help me, the more I can help you guys and go from there. I sure appreciate it. So anyway, with that being said, a few weeks ago, or probably over a month, I changed and created this, what I call the one seat drum set. And it's really just trying to be as efficient as possible and not have to do a whole lot of moving. I could just spin and everything is right there. In my previous setup, I had, the E kit has always been in the same spot, but my tie kit was more 90 degrees, and I had my mixer behind you guys, that from your perspective it was facing that way. But now I kind of moved it east and reconfigured and brought the mixer closer to me, and I removed the two snakes that I had on both instruments, because between OBS and this setup, for some reason I couldn't get it to operate right, and I actually had a special guest come on and give it a shot, and he couldn't get it to work right either. But sometimes you just gotta get in the trenches and strip things down and go back through things, and I think I solved the issues. What I did was by eliminating the snake, I actually bought a NSB 8.8 stage box. And so I only got the 8 because I got 32 channels and 16 inputs. So adding that made it 24. So I'm pretty good on input. So I didn't need the 16. And I still have some free if I have a guitar player, bass player, guitarist, keyboardist, whatever. So I'm good to go. Now I'm like isolated within the ecosystem. And now, between using Universal Control and Studio One software, I'm still a Logic guy, but with this whole ecosystem thing, I'm trying my best to stay isolated within the Personas ecosystem, and with UC Surface and the Studio One, it's like a all-in-one package deal, and you don't have to do a whole lot of clicking to another software. Everything is just right there for you. So with that being said, what I also done was I separated the audio and the video to two separate computers. My M1 MacBook is handling the audio aspect, and then I have a Mac Mini, and it's running OBS. And so basically, just to make things simple, because inside of the mixer, you can send, or you can use USB and send it off to OBS, but for some reason the signals that I, or the audio that I was sending, for some reason wouldn't match up right. I don't know if it was a phasing issue or what, but I couldn't get the panning to pan right. I couldn't get just things to sync up right. I added plugins, and then, like I said, my special guest couldn't log in and take over, and it was a whole bunch of like different things that I needed to revisit. So separating those, is easier on a processor, which they can handle it, but it's just less is more. So now what I'm doing is sending my audio just main out over into the mini over here and into an interface up to OBS. It seems to be working okay, so we're going to continue to tweak and hopefully get everything working well with that. Now, one of the things that I did accomplish was with Metro. Metro allows you to remote from anywhere. As long as you got internet, you can somebody, so like if this was, say for example, a church service, I literally can have an audio engineer all the way in Wisconsin monitor and engineer from there, and all they have to do is just have a account set up in the personas, and I send them access and they log in and they select their interface and they can take over, and you can watch and see the faders move and everything. So I couldn't get my audio to be recognized by my special guest. So how I fixed that? Of course, you have to go onto the Personas website, log on, create an account, blah blah blah, right? Just for the internet, right? And then what you do is you turn this on, and your special guest will show up here. In that box, you click on them. It will send them a code to accept. Once they accept, then they will have control over your mixer and be able to rock it out and do their thing, right? So currently right now, if you notice, I have Clayfunk, which is my laptop, running 24 minutes now to that mixer. But right here, you have to select from here what device you're going to listen to. So as I told you guys, I got a Behringer mixer right here, which is a UMC 404. So all I do is click on that. Now I can hear my mix. Sometimes if I want to just go over to my desktop and not have to take my laptop from here, I could just sit over there and just do what I need to do, and vice versa. So, and I have to do a whole lot of moving, but just me getting up, going to sit down, and go from there. So, with that being said, what I wanted to do is show you guys a Bluetooth extender. It's running from the headphone jack right there. I could do 2 pair. It's running the headphone jack and able to send a signal to those Beat headphones, and I don't. Of course, you can't play because there's tremendous latency involved, like that. But far as mixing and making adjustments and stuff, you free. You can use whatever Bluetooth headphones you want, right? This is my new setup. I don't have the acoustic kit right behind me now. It's more southeastward, and that's where I can just sit here. Because if you remember, I used to have this mixer right here over there. Got the GoPro over top of me. I've got it actually suspended using a mic stand. You know, you got to adapt and overcome. I needed to bring it way out. I mean, I'm not going to drill into my ceiling to do it, but I got one of those fishing rod holders, and it's holding up my GoPro, or if I had, I had overhead camera up, mic as well. But I still have the electronics set up the same for the most part. That right there is a landscaping thing that you put down in the ground, but I use it to hide wires. I haven't got to that point yet with the cable management. I want to hide all my wires and all that fun stuff. So yeah, this is, and I have the camera coming off here, and I have the front head off. I don't really need it right now. And of course I got a pillow with a can of paint. Kind of stole that from Simon Phillips. I saw him do it, but it works, trust me. Eliminate all the little vibration. It tightens up the bass, the kick. You should try it. It really works. Get the kit dialed up from an audio engineer's perspective, especially with my microphone. I'm doing the best that I can as far as that, and I'm learning to be a better audio engineer / drummer. Right? So yeah, that's kind of what's been going on and all that fun stuff. Again, we appreciate you, and please help me out. Hit that subscribe button. It don't cost you nothing. And then at the end of the day, if you watch the videos, you might get some information that might help your situation. So, all right. I'm sorry it's been kind of sporadic, but there's been a lot going on. And like I said, I've been trying to get things reconfigured. So that's the reason why I haven't been making videos here as often. But we appreciate it. Y'all take care out there, and we'll talk to you soon.